guys, this is A Renee from Journal Jot and Jive. If this is your first time and by the end of the video you like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. All right guys, it's Thursday. We are getting close to the end of this week and I am here to bring you a video on using your journal, setting up a page before you write in it. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So I already have some of the supplies that I'm going to use, and we're going to shop our stash, use some things that you had left over, and I'm going to show you how you can create a junk journal page. And basically what a junk journal page is adding a lot of different elements in your journal in a creative way, and then you can decide if you're going to write around it or if you're going to use pictures and other things to tell the story that you want to tell in your journal and get those thoughts on paper. All right, so I already have this marked off, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I decided we're going to kind of stick with the color scheme of this blue and this pink. I had some extra cardstock laying around from a while ago. Have a little tape runner I finally found. Don't know where that was laying. A little bit of washi. Some more cardstock. Is double-sided. I didn't really need what that says on this side. It says I love you more. Yep, not doing a love page per se. Even though this says XOXO, it is what it is. This is some stickers that used to be in my shop. Have a couple of those left over. And then, like I said, some various items that I'll place down in no particular order. All right, so we're going to get started. And so what I decided for today is, I need to write in my journal because I have not been writing in it. Just haven't been feeling it. And like I told a few of you all in several videos, you're not going to always feel like writing in your journal. But it's time, so I need to do so. I'm also going to create a box to track my mood for this particular journal entry. And I am going to date this. Now, I have mentioned in the past that I don't always date my journal entries. It just depends on how I feel like that entry is going to go. If it's going to be mainly a not so good journal moment, I'm more than likely not going to track it in reference to a date. Today, it'll probably be a little bit of a combination on this entry, so that will be that. All right, so I just put some washi down, no particular order. We're going to go ahead and layer this. And again, this is, y'all, I don't know where I got this sheet from. This is a corner rounder, so it takes that little sharp edge and it just rounds it. And that's just to give a little element to it if you choose to. Again, not required. So we're going to put a little bit of that tape runner on the back, and then we're going to put it down. Now I can go whatever direction I want to. I think I want to angle it a little bit, and I don't know what is on the edge. Again, I don't even know where I pulled this out of. And then I think I'm going to put this somewhere right here. All right, and again, we're just using this tape runner. You put enough on the edges so that it can stick down. And again, like I said, with junk journal pages, everything does not have to be in line. It just depends on you. We're going to take this unapologetic sticker, and I'm going to place her somewhere right here. And I'm just basically telling myself it is okay to have unapologetic thoughts and write how you feel. And I definitely, like I said before, I need to get my thoughts out on paper. Now this is a Milky Pop pen by Pentel. It writes on dark paper, and I hope as I open this, because I did not test it out, that it works, and it does. And I'm just adding a little detailing to my page. Now again, I'm basically just setting up my journal page for later, so when it's time for me to write, all I have to do is go in and write how I feel. And as I said before, we are going to date this page, and today is the 14th. It is actually Pi Day for my nerds, 3/14. I didn't even get pizza today. I'm usually a little bit corny on 3/14 and we'll go get pizza, but I didn't. Today I decided to cook. So I made some spaghetti and some cabbage. That is what is on the menu for today. All right, so again, we said it is the 14th. Let's go ahead and write. And I was really about to fake letter, but that didn't come out. So we're just gonna let that be what it is. So the 14th, all right? And so I'm going to go around the edge just to highlight it a little bit. And I am also, like I said, going to track my mood. So I'm gonna create a little box in here. And that's where I will put how my mood was for today. My mood was a little bit up and down. So I wanna make sure that I can track that. And then I'll actually write about why my mood has been up and down. So again, we're gonna create a little box for that. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna highlight this. And I'm just putting that down, and I'm more than likely going to pull a sticker out of one of those sticker books with the little emotions, so if I need to use one or two, I will. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to write my mood. And then I'm going to outline it with my Tombow pen. And then, like I said, later, once I actually do the journal entry, I'll go in and I will record what that mood is. Now, the way I'm going to do my journal entry today is some days I like to do a time journal entry. And what that means is I set my timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I'm going to write whatever I'm feeling. And after those 15 minutes are up, I don't care if I am in mid-sentence, I am going to put the pen down and keep it moving. And so what that does is it keeps me from writing the same thing over and over, especially if I have a certain thing on my mind. Sometimes I can just get really repetitive and that journal entry starts reading like a broken record, and that's so not my goal. So like I said, tonight I will set that timer for 15 minutes and I will write. And once I run out of time, I'm gonna just cut the doggone timer off, put this pen down, and I will keep it moving. All right, y'all, so I pretty much have developed my page for tonight. All I have to do later is go in and write how I feel. So this is how you create a junk journal page. There's no wrong or right way. You're just going to pull some of the things that you have around the house and you're going to utilize them. Now, if you're one of those people where things have to match, you want it to be a little cohesive on both sides, you can pull in a little blue. If you have the extra markers or highlighters, whatever you need, and then that's just going to pull this page in with the colors. Again, it's not required. It's just something that if you're like, oh, girl, I need this to match on both sides. That is how you pull those pages together. So again, this is what I do sometimes when I want the page to speak to me a little bit more and I don't want it to just be so Dear Diary-ish. Then I'm going to add some elements from around the house. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope tonight you're going to pull out your journal, you're going to write your heart out and set that timer for 15 minutes. Write all aspects of the day, the great, the good, and the not so good. When that timer goes off, then you're going to close the book and then you're going to enjoy the rest of your evening. So let me know how you journal. Do you journal once a week? Are you trying to get into using your journal? Put it down in those comments and I will talk to you about it. If I need to give you some tips or you got questions, you can ask. And I, again, will answer those questions too. So until next time.